Round two. We'll play first. I don't love this hand, but it's a keep. And I guess we don't have to open with Mortuary Mire, so alright. Another blue deck? Looks like we were competing pretty hard. Actually, Anticipate was a nice draw. Alright. Let's get our Ingestion on. Ooh! That was a nice top deck. What do we hit? Swamp. Alright. The processing has begun. Another blue-black deck. Surprising. We got Tidecaller. That guy's good. I think we're going to kill that. So I can get my process on. Alright, let me think about this. So, Bone Splinters plus Carrier Thrall. It's not bad. I don't need to anticipate just yet. Alright, sounds good to me. Let's go Bone Splinters. Carrier Thrall. Get in for 4. Skitter Skin. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't have cared if he drew Skitter Skin. It's not very good on this board. Incubator Drone. Alright. Puts a stop to some things. Let's anticipate now. See if we can't find something. Blighted Cataract or Zulaport Cutthroat. Probably want the Cutthroat. Could do Tightening Coils too, but if I do Cataract, I can't play it until 2 turns from now. Is that right? Yeah, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess we go Cutthroat. Let's get in with Flyer. We'll go Land, Cutthroat, Pass. Revealing Ruin Processor. Alright. Looks like it gets exiled. My opponent can play Processor next turn, so Spell Shrivel would be a nice top deck here. No such luck. Alright. Looks like we're going to get beat down by a Processor for a while, but just got to find a way back into this. I mean, we've got the Cutthroat out, so I basically just... And I've got 2 things to process, so... Oh, okay. Kind of hope he uses that instead of the Processor. Yeah. I don't need a Mortuary Mire, so that's actually fine. I guess I could have... No, I couldn't have gotten my Sky Spiner back, because that was... So, I guess I'd rather him do that, yeah. That's fine. Alright. So, just waiting around till we find one of our beefy guys. Wouldn't mind getting a Conduit of Ruin here. Okay. Still beatable. You have like tightening coils or something. So I guess we take 3. I need to be chump blocking the processor for a while. Alright, unfortunate draw, but nothing to be done. This would be a nice time to draw that 4/5 that gives you 3 bodies. Alright, it's pretty unfortunate for us, but nothing to be done. Alright. Guldraz Overseer is a big dude. Okay. Well, so the good news is my opponent can't attack with Mindraker. Man, Spell Shrivel would have just annihilated my opponent. Let me think about this. So I got to take the Tramplies, which means I guess I just chump block here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. More plays too. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but nothing to be done. And land draw for the lose. Alright, well, that didn't pan out as well as I would have liked, but opponent definitely just drew better than us. I don't know what to say. Definitely drew better than us. Like, we didn't see any of our late game except the Guldraz, and that wasn't until it was already too late. So we're absolutely dead. More plays? Jeez. My opponent did not miss much there, whereas we missed quite a bit. Okay, so Spell Shrivel's huge. Myers Malice actually seems kind of good. But what do I cut for Myers Malice? I don't know. No idea. Tightening Coil seems really good too. Maybe I cut the Demon's Grasp for a Myers Mouse, because Demon's Grasp doesn't really take care of any of his guys that we need to take care of, whereas Myers Mouse, at least, I can play on turn 4, maybe for full value. So we'll just bring in 1 Myers Mouse. I'm going to keep all my processing stuff, I think. Kind of want to bring in Vampiric Rites, but I don't know what for. Or like what I can bring it in for, basically. Kind of need my ingesters. Kind of need my counters. Need my flyers. Need my late game. Maybe Claustrid Nightwatch isn't that impressive. Four or 5 body is okay. Not incredible though. We'll leave it like this. All right. Play first again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can't get some more lands. Okay. Keep this one. Fourth land. I think there's some other things I'd rather see. We're running 18 lands. I think there's a better chance we're going to see some more along the way. And flood is what got me the first time around, so might as well try to mitigate that problem. Like, yeah, we're building towards Conduit of Ruin, but whatever. I don't know if opponent like started double queuing or what's going on, but each step is taking like a minute or so. Ooh, all right. Well, I kind of want to trade off Carrier Thrall next turn so I can play Dominator Drone, but I mean, guess there's no reason to do it if I don't have to. So if I get that luxury, I will. Otherwise, I'm still going to play Dominator Drone. I really want to Spell Shrivel bad. Spell Shrivel in this matchup just seems so powerful. Well, no Tidecaller's nice. And I guess being able to awaken now is also pretty nice. And we get to ingest. And we got rid of the top deck we really didn't want him to have, so that worked out nice. So the question now is, if he plays something that can block the Carrier Thrall, well, I guess we don't have to worry about it anymore, but all right. I mean, getting to play Conduit of Ruin into Rune Processor now is pretty nice. And opponent missing land drops, like, opponent's in a bad place now, for sure. In fact, I would argue, I guess, if my opponent's missing land drops, then I wouldn't have minded so much if they got the Incubator Drone. All right, I'm not going to have 6 here because I've got my mana up. I have to at least pretend like I've got something here. All right, had another Incubator Drone. We're not going to Clutch of Currents. We're actually just going to slam a Conduit of Ruin. Find our processor. Guess I can trade off my Dominator Drone, though, because I don't care about it. Yeah, let's do that. The reason I don't care about it is he's going to have less blockers once I've got my Conduit down, so I'd prefer that anyway. So Conduit, finding processor, who we can play because it's cheaper. So I guess technically I could go clutch plus. And Blighted Fen's not too scary against us yet, but if he has a way to like bounce Carrier Thrall, then he can take out Conduit. And that, on the other hand, is an actual problem. And I think trading Dominator Drone for Incubator Drone is fine. This thing already did its job. We can process too. And I guess technically, since the Rune Processor is cheaper, I can go Rune Processor plus Clutch Occurrence, but I'm not going to do that. So, guess we just go Processor. Do I want to gain 5 life? I feel like I have better things to process. Don't I? Like, I'd rather do Reclaimer, feed Blight Herder. I don't think gaining 5 life here is that important, so I'm not going to do it. I think there's other things I'd rather process at the moment. Yeah, I was going to say, that would be just fine with me. All right. So, we're going to save the clutch. I think clutch is going to be pretty clutch here. What's this guy do? Get some Scions. Wow, that guy's actually pretty good. Not very good to bounce, unfortunately, either. But technically, you still get to swing into it. All right. So swing with Conduit of Ruin. No reason to clutch the Drowner. So let's just swing with Conduit. Drowner of Hope's pretty sweet. Keep the lands in hand just because we don't have anything expensive left. It kind of sucks. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Just one of those disappointing things, but nothing to be done. Alright, Sky Spawner's fine. Unfortunately, Clutch Occurrence just looks horrific now. It doesn't do anything. Just kind of disappointing. Just neither of the creatures that he has I care about clutching. All right. Anticipate. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's do that right now. Spell Shrivel. Night Watch. Spell Shrivel feels pretty irrelevant now. Yeah. So Reclaimer, and I can use it, and I can get back nothing. Could also clutch Sludge Crawler and then set up for a Reclaimer. Otherwise, I can play the Night Watch, which is a pretty decent body. I don't have any ways to gain life, though, to give it flying. But getting back a clutch also seems irrelevant. Guess we'll take the Night Watch. So let's get in Sky Spawner. So he can pump Sludge Crawler 4 times. Might have to clutch it. Alright, it's kind of a bummer, but bummers happen. Guess we'll block. So I have to clutch the swamp, otherwise you can just block because it's got flying. So we'll cascade down the Drowner. Probably should have done that post-combat, to be honest. Alright, let's see if he taps down our dude. Looks like he's not ready to do that just yet. I guess I could have swung with this. Maybe I should have. Cloud Manta, yeah. Alright. Don't have enough to process, unfortunately. But 4/5 bodies still pretty good. 2 cards left in my opponent's hand. Yeah, I guess we just get in with... Well, let's see. If I get in with these 2, these 3, he can't block with Skitterskin. So what are his blocks? Let's say I get in with Sky Spawner, Night Watch, Swamp. He doesn't have great blocks, actually. Feels like the right attack here. I don't think we're holding back Blightherder, though. I think we gotta get that dude down. So, yeah, I'll swing with these 3. I don't think his blocks are fantastic. He gets to block. He trades a Tidecaller for our land, I guess, but we're gonna have to accept that. So we'll take out the Tidecaller. And I'm kind of glad we got rid of the Sludge Crawler, too. I wish I could process. So we've still got some pretty good draws here. That doesn't make me feel very good. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. So I guess we chump block, take 4. So I can just keep my Night Watch locked down, but I guess if he's sacking Scion tokens, it's pretty much the same thing. So don't want to top deck lands. Overseer is a great one. Yeah. Playing the Overseer. So he's going to tap Night Watch regardless, but like I said, it doesn't matter because whether he taps Night Watch or not, it's either attacking and trading with a Scion or he's tapping it with a Scion anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So I unfortunately have to be conscious of the Blighted Fen, which kind of sucks. Might have to take 9 damage next turn. Although, I guess I can... basically, I play Overseer and I don't attack, so I force him to use the Scion to tap down my Night Watch. Might have to take 9 damage, though, like I said. See, if I attack... I don't know. It's... Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. So we're going to take 9. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. All right. So hopefully you don't draw land here. Ooh, Cutthroat. Yeah, that might be lethal. No, no, not quite, because he gets to tap down the Night Watch. Trying to think how we don't die. So I play Cutthroat. I can sack my Scion to give this flying, but then he taps it down, which is not good enough. So opponent's going to be able to draw some cards too. Well, we'll see actually, I guess. Yeah, okay. I think I know how to do this. So I think what we do is play the Swamp, because then my opponent can't tap down the Overseer. Because if they do, then they die from the pumped Night Watch. No, I guess I don't have to play the Swamp. Okay. So now we move to... yeah, okay. So we move to attacks. Opponent has to use Scion to tap down Night Watch. Didn't. This doesn't have flying, right? So I guess my opponent's dead then. We swing. Sack this. Give flying and kill my opponent. Wow. So my opponent could have lived if it tapped down the Night Watch. So opponent's deck is good, man. I need to see Spell Shrivels, or I feel like I can't do this. Demon's Grasp. What is the Demon's Grasp kills his Blight Herder. Or we have the Blight Herder. Whatever his 5/5 stupid card's name is. I still think Myers Mouse is good though. I'm trying to think if I want to like cut Grave Birthing. For what though? Cut Grave Birthing for like a Demon's Grasp so I can deal with his 5/5. But I like the Grave Birthing because it feeds the processing, and it cantrips. Like I still feel like this is a good card. Like hitting Nullifier or Blight Herder in this match seems really important. My opponent's got good removal. I'm almost thinking his Vampiric Right's good enough, but I can't answer that either. Clutch admittedly does not seem great, but he's got expensive stuff that I probably want to bounce. I guess we keep it the same. Well, we got a really good hand here, so we get to keep, which is nice. We get to go Thrall into Spell Shrivel too, which is nice. Counter an important spell we can't deal with. Fathom Feeder's a pretty good one, but having the Carrier Thrall here is pretty nice. Blighted Fin's not so good against us either. All right. So I like that we have Spell Shrivel. Am I going to counter an Incubator Drone? I don't think so. So I think we actually do play Culling Drone. I should have actually attacked there, now that I think about it. That was a mistake. Okay, so now we absolutely leave up Spell Shrivel. So I should have attacked. That was a mistake, like I said. Ruinous Path. Jeez. Opponent's deck is sweet. So opponent's going to get to ingest, but hopefully they just try and slam a... The thing that sucks is my opponent's probably going to get to use this. Another archive? All right. My opponent's going to get to keep that. I think they're attacking with Fathom Feeder anyway. So I want to eat that with Grave Birthing. I think that's just too good to pass up here. Too good of an opportunity, especially since we get to cantrip. Yeah, get rid of your rare. That's just too good. So Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Not going to be able to spell Shrivel much longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My opponent can pay for it with the Oracle of Dust. Missing land there is really bad for us. Just really bad. Guess we gotta chill. Wish I could do more. How many rares does my opponent have? Wait, how do they even activate Lumbering Falls? All right, definitely take 3 here. Hopefully it's something I can counter. Running out of Spell Shrivel capabilities here. Yeah, I think we have to Spell Shrivel that. We don't have to, but I'm going to. I don't love it, but I have Tightening Coils for his first fatty. All right. Hit the land there, which is nice. So let's get in. Ingest. Plus we get to do Dominator Drone. Make our opponent lose some more. Now we can clutch the next fatty. This Sanctum is actually surprisingly good for our opponent. Definitely taking it. Just have to find a good way to get in with our guys. See, I wanted to counter Drowner of Hope. Here's the problem. If I let my opponent have Sky Spawner, he would have been able to cast Drowner of Hope anyway. It's just one of those things. It's not like this is the end of the world, though. Especially not with the Overseer. So I think the plan is, well, that's difficult. So I can Tightening Coils the Drowner now. I think we just play Overseer. My thinking with this is, he has to kill Overseer. I can block Oracle of Dust with Overseer if he can't. And I can chump Drowner with Carrier Thrall. And we can process with Rune Processor to gain some life, which is just huge. Opponent's deck is pretty nasty, though. I'm pretty surprised by the quantity of rares. Still haven't figured out how he activates Lumbering Falls. Or she, if her name's Gwendolyn. Alright, I guess that's okay. Opponent's drawing cards like crazy, though. Oh, can't stop the Gul'Draz. Well, that's good news. So let's say I kill Drowner, then my opponent can't stop the Gul'Draz Overseer. It's not bad, actually. Let's double block here. He gets to kill 2 of my guys. But I think that's actually okay. Like I said, him being unable to tap down my guy is pretty bad for him. Yeah, so now we can play processor. Granted, we kind of wasted the swamp a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. Gotta remember Blighted Fen. Alright. Opponent gets Zulaport Cutthroat. That's too bad. That would have been a great one. And Mindraker. So I guess we discard. Clutch. I don't see what I'd want to bounce of my opponent. Although getting another creature. Yeah, let's dump the Tightening Coils. That makes more sense. We do want another creature. Ooh, Silent Skimmer's a nasty one. So I guess I can clutch the Fathom Feeder and then bash with... Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Although, if I play the Silent Skimmer, I'm just that much closer to victory. Yeah. Otherwise, he just chumps Rune Processor. So let's just... I don't have enough to do both either. All right. Let's just bash with Overseer. Definitely no reason to attack with Processor and do a Death Toucher. So let's play the Skimmer. And then we'll pass. So at least then my opponent's got to deal with 2 flying threats. All right. Oh no, Night Watch would have been good too. So Rush of Ice is my guess to stop 1. Cloud Manta. All right, well, we can totally beat that. That was a good draw too. Guess I should have left up a blue. All right, got the match. That was a close one. I think our opponent's deck was better than ours too, so I'm pretty happy we got the victory on that. Yeah, a lot of rares. That would have been awesome in our deck, but pretty high competition for the colors we decided to run, unfortunately. All right, well, glad to see we could go 2-0, and we'll see you in the finals.